Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the East Carolina Pirates taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Pirates will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Preston. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. Give to the running back. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. 4th down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So East Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
And you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Turning it on! You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go right back to the run. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find. Man, he'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And This offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. Picks up the first down. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. All the way down to the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's the pressure. And that one's way too far for everybody. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Gonna look downfield again. Dances away to buy time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. Wide open spaces. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Floating away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, ECU. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Barnes. Breaks the tackle. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield, it's right. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's O'Brien. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Pirates have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Just keeps slinging it. Wide out trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. Ready to try the point after.
My man, get him the ball He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The green wave in a world of hurt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Reed. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's right. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gets it to him on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Pirates are in a mess here on third and a mile. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. From the gun, the ground game. And that's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw, it's right. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's right. The short hands, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Smith. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
The Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, a lot of space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Pirates with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Pirates are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Pirates! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to Southern Miss. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. From the right hash, this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So they much time after this kickoff for an answer. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's right. Got it set up on the outside. And it's... obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Makes a connection. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reed. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Tulane! They took a shot to the... and found 6 points waiting on them. Why not double the try total and go for 2?
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They feed him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Pirates come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow...
There he goes! Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Back to throw, it's right. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on gameplay.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size and still got him on the turf. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. It's a seam wide open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Hard running there. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Loss of 4. It's a turnover on downs.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's right. They get to him as he throws. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Shakes off the defender. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Here comes the Heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Getting set for the point after. You didn't see anyone open, so just down to it myself.
What an awesome luxury to have that at the quarterback spot. When nothing's open, everything breaks down. Oh, I'll just scramble out and run for a touchdown. Makes you look like a really good offensive coordinator.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the tailback. Look out, he's got room. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's right. Dances away. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, ECU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Preston. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Jenkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a man. It's right. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Lots of running room. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find it. And he'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for space. It's Jenkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Got to find a completion on this one. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Absolutely center cut. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They strike first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
1 extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Sweet cut there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pirates. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Looking to pass. It's right. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
Carolina, 51, Tulane, 45.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. That's caught. It's barred. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. What a great response here in overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go in.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. They'll go to the air. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. Looking to throw, it's right. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and we'll play another overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.